And Comet actually coming in on Demented Shaman, who is coming in from the backside here. And Demented Shaman's going to go ahead and back out. Behemoth does have enough for a Fisher. It's just off of cooldown. But doesn't look like they're going to go ahead and push their luck. And Blood Chalice
Yep.
being on Behemoth. And, yep, just caught it there. Blood Hunter coming in and managing to pick off Wretched Hag. He did go ahead and use his Hemorrhage and had his Silence on her most likely to prevent that runaway. Not like it would probably have helped too much. I don't know how much damage or how much HP she has, but once they get into that low health, it's pretty damn hard to get away from Blood Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a really strong early game.
Yeah, and that's when you got to manage to dominate with him because, like we were talking about earlier here, he's not the best end-game hero that you have there, because his abilities, it's great to be able to heal up like that, and it's amazing if in a team fight, if they're all trying to focus him down and he manages to get that hero kill right at the last second, all of a sudden his HP's filled all the way back up to max, and they have to fight him all the way back down again. So he does have a good team presence from that aspect, but, it's just managing to make sure that he gets the last hit on those and have someone who has that place of mind to try and land those every single time. That would be huge in those big team fights, I think, there to be able to land those last hits on those dying heroes.
Yeah, but the thing about him is he doesn't have
any AoE or big team
enhancing
abilities.
True, but the only thing that really scales into the late game is his silence. I mean, he doesn't have anything that makes him a hell of a carry late game. He really doesn't compared to, if he went up against Corrupted Disciple or something like that. Well, Corrupted's got the advantage on him. A bunch of people have the advantage on him. He just doesn't have what it takes. But he's not going up against. He's going up against Sandwraith, and I think in a 1-versus-1 situation late game, Sandwraith would win, all things considered. But
yeah, definitely in a 1v1, I would consider that Sandwraith's probably going to pull that off. Wretched Hag bumping into Polywog Priest there. Polywog Priest finding out he didn't want to stick around for that, chugging down on that bottle that he's got there. He went ahead and had to use all that to restore himself, and ends up taking another nuke from Wretched Hag in the process of running away. She's sitting pretty good here. She's picked up her Blood Chalice. Blood Chalice being one of those things that everybody has to pick up nowadays because it's just such a powerful item. Oh, bottom, we have a perfect Fisher coming off there. Pestilence getting completely cut off from his lane. They're going to go ahead and try and run him down here. Oh, she didn't have enough for a Comet, but she did get her Aurora off. Oh, and the Pitfall landing for Gladiator. But Wretched Hag and Witchslayer coming in on this Behemoth now. Demented Shaman coming in as well. Oh, and Trufflemador throwing down the Voodoo Wards to try and scare off anyone else, and Gladiator getting stuck. Thankfully, though, Polywog Priest is not on the enemy team, so those wards aren't going to be hurting him. But Wretched Hag getting ran down yet again by Blood Hunter, and she's not going to make it out. And who do we have down here at the... Oh, we have Andromeda just trying to dodge the Sandwraith, and apparently he's getting away with it, hiding there in the woods just barely. Oh, and did the taunt has come off on Andromeda. He's going to try and get her. Yep, he did go ahead and get her. Got the smack down. I guess he could manage to see her. He just could not get around to the, into the woods there. But now Sandwraith in a lot of trouble, getting ran down by this Gladiator, getting ran down by Blood Hunter. I don't think Gladiator has enough. No, he doesn't have enough for another Pitfall. So it looks like Sandwraith's going to manage to get out of here. And, yep, Blood Hunter's going to have to back up because Demented Shaman popped in and Witchslayer managed to get the stun off. But Sandwraith, playing a little ballsy here, comes back to the forefront, catching a little bit of that Gladiator whip even just then before he goes ahead and finally decides to back up. But yeah, nice, very nice Fisher landing there. Just perfect cutoff, forced Pestilence down into the river. I guess that's the only one who died in that exchange there, was it?
I think did no one else die? Huh.
I don't know. Well, it's so early right now that it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, and Polywog Priest landing the tongue-tied there on Wretched Hag. I was watching it there, but yeah, he landed the tongue-tied, and then Blood Hunter threw the silence on and just went ahead and went to town, and had a little bit of a blood feast going on Wretched Hag there.
He actually killed him with the initial burst of the hemorrhage. He just
nice.
Nuked him down with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That hemorrhage with Wretched Hag being as low as she is, it wouldn't take too much to throw her down into that dangerous HP level to where, he's going to get that added bonus movement speed and be able to hunt down the remaining heroes there. And I guess that's something else that that Bloodhunter brings to the early and mid game is the ability to spy those heroes that are managing to escape just barely, but after a big team fight, depends if he's going to be able to do it. Polywog Priest here catching the graveyard stun, eating the Sandwraith missile, and he's gonna get away here though because Bloodhunter shows up just in the nick of time to scare those guys away from going ahead and tower diving for him. But pretty nice play coming off that Bloodhunter. I think Yoda's doing a pretty good job. He's 3-0. He's got the highest experience per minute in the game. He's got the highest gold per minute in the game at 316. And he's doing really well on creeps, too. He's only 2 creep kills behind Sandwraith now. So I'd say that, Bloodhunter's definitely, shining here in the early game as he should. Oh, and bottom, Comet coming off on Sandwraith, saving Behemoth, but not enough as Wretched Hag goes ahead and blinks down, uses her nukes to take down Behemoth, and then Sandwraith follows up to catch the... Oh, and now we've got Bloodhunter going to go ahead and take down Wretched Hag one more time.
He's just eating him up.
Oh, yeah. I think that's his preferred snack. Is he actually got all 4 of his kills on? Yes, he has. All 4 of his kills are on on Wretched Hag, so that's just fun stuff right there. I'm sure Wretched Hag's having a fabulous game at this rate, getting stuck up against that Bloodhunter early game. And, that's what we were talking about, that they set up that dual lane middle, anticipating that Bloodhunter, because in the ones that I have seen Bloodhunter, and he usually does go middle, because it's a nice short lane, and he's got access to the top lane and bottom lane for ganking. Behemoth and Bloodhunter trying to do a little rundown on Sandwraith. He's going to go ahead and back up, and Behemoth blocking himself off. Going to take some DPS from Sandwraith here, and that was entertaining. And now Bloodhunter going to go ahead and beat up Sandwraith and scare him back. Yeah, that's pro bait. Come get me, I'm trapped. But that was definitely entertaining. And Voodoo Ward's taking down the middle tower. And top we have Gladiator getting caught off sides here. Did he just take down that? No, the tower's still up there. Just playing a little too far over. He's going to get caught and stunned. Yep, he's going to dodge it for a little while longer, but he's going to go down. Oh, but not before going ahead and taking down Pestilence. And middle, we had Wretched Hag go down again. And top... Oh my goodness, he managed to kill them both. Okay, that was just, that was pretty good. I gotta say that was pretty good. I was not thinking there's no way he was gonna get out there. 1 kill maybe, but 2, that was just hilarious.
Yeah, okay. once Pestilence dropped, Witch can't do anything to him with auto attacks, and he just ran up there with, you couldn't even see his HP, and
yeah, and Bloodhunter managed to, he didn't pick up another kill there middle, I don't think. I think he, someone else managed to pick it up there, but it was Wretched Hag, of course, again going down. So Wretched Hag having just an awful game at 2-6 so far. And, do we have any interesting item picks up? I want to see what the Bloodhunter's managed to get yet.
He's going to go BKB, I think.
Iron Shield, yep, looks like he's going to go BKB. He does have his Ghost Marchers, that's pretty standard pickup. Behemoth getting ran down by this fucking Pestilence. Yeah, I don't know why he's paused there. I guess he was hoping for his teammates to run around and save him. But now Bloodhunter with that little bit of extra movement speed is going to maybe run down Wretched Hag yet again. And he wants her really bad, but he's going to have to back up here pretty soon if he just keeps getting disabled like this.
Look at the courier. He just did a little item swap mid-fight. That was
nice. Yeah, I saw the drop of the hatchet there. I was wondering what he was going for. What did he end up picking? Oh, he ended up finishing Ice Brand, actually, not going BKB. Going to go ahead and pick up the Ice Brand for the little bit of the extra slow for the rundown. And now he's got taste of Witch Slayer in his mouth, and he just wants to go ahead and sate that hunger. But, he's going to go down here. Getting a little too blood hungry. If he'd have managed to got that kill off, though, he probably would have been fine because, of course, when you manage to land that last hit, that's part of the big benefit. Oh, and Gladiator managing to land his ultimate on Sandwraith, who was tongue-tied there, but Sandwraith is still going to manage to get away. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one of the few times that I've actually seen a Gladiator ultimate land properly, and it still wasn't enough to manage to kill him. And now we have a hat trick going off for... Hag coming back into the game.
What we felt.
Yeah. And Demented Shaman, everyone's sitting dangerously low there. I don't know how the hell Sandwraith managed to survive all that. He has Black Legion's Helm. I'm sure that's the big deciding factor in that. But wow, and he has that dissipate. Yeah. So it's 20% of all the incoming damage is reflected to all enemies. So it's
reduced and reflected. Yeah. He's essentially got 50% damage reduction with the blocks from the helm and 1400 HP.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean that's Wow. Yeah, I can definitely see how, at least at one time he was, competitively viable. And given the pool that they had available here, he's probably one of the more interesting and fun picks to have picked up. They could have picked up Dark Lady, which we've seen in multiple tournaments here recently, doing a little bit of owning if given the proper teamwork and, farming. But it's nice to see these not typical heroes coming out of the woodwork here and getting to see them in action. And looking forward to maybe some of these actually making it into competitive game once in a while. Oh, and we have the Rupture coming off, or not Rupture, Hemorrhage coming off on Pestilence. Not sure if he needed to do that, but it did secure the kill for sure. And Bloodhunter getting purged like crazy. These Vagabond Assassins must be on the Hellborn side of this matchup, as they just really don't like him getting kills. So they're going to go ahead and run back here and try and get Sandray. Sandray's going to duck off into the woods.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that was a good ult.
Yes, it was, certainly. And now we've got Polywog Priest pulling off the tongue-tied, but he's got Demented Shaman on his backside beating him, and also Sandwraith there. Yeah, not the best timing on a tongue-tied whenever you're getting DPS down. But we have a 3-for-1 exchange going off in the Legion. What the? Where did... Oh, okay. He went down to... Oh, was that Wretched Hag who managed it? Yep, Wretched Hag getting a little bit of vengeance, picking up that Bloodhunter kill. Now, Bloodhunter actually 5-2. I think he's been playing a little gutsy here. But some overall good teamwork coming out from the Hellborn team. So, not really sure how things are going to start shifting here as, the levels start to build up here and we go from the early game domination of Bloodhunter to possibly, he's still a viable middle game, I would say. But, late games are not where we want to see this go for the sake of his teammates. And, even Gladiator. Gladiator's not that great of an in-game hero. I mean, he can build up a lot of damage. He's a good team fight presence there with his ultimate if he can land it. And, the just general splash. He can farm up a lot of gold pretty easily, but pretty item dependent to make him as dominant as some other end-game heroes. But, given that he's up against Sandwraith, it might be more of a showdown than what I might think.
Yeah. The thing is, though, this Sandwraith got his helm really early, and he's just been he's been staying in the team fights, getting his levels. It doesn't look good. And Hag is just awesome. Hag's been getting torn up, and then he comes back, and now he's legendary. And
yeah, well, that's the advantage of those levels. Whenever you get on Hag, there, when you start to build up levels, that magic damage is just so insane. The amount of magic damage that hero can produce in a very short amount of time. And they're gonna do a little juke in here with the illusion. Nope, only managed to pull off the Aurora. They didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Always nice when you can manage to juke them with that illusion. And the Polywog Priest coming out here with his Voodoo Ward is going to go ahead and take down this defense tower. Of course, that always being an excellent tool to, burst down those defenses in pretty short order. And Demented Shaman throwing down his ultimate didn't look like it really landed on anyone besides Gladiator, though. So,
Oh, it got Shaman and Behemoth.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Andromeda. Got them all.
Shaman, yeah. Just bad eyes there. Oh, and Demented Shaman just barely making it out of there after he gets initiated on, doing a little bit of baiting. Got the Blink squad come in to save him there with Wretched Hag and Sandwraith, and Witch Slayer even landing a stun. And now we've got definitely the tides turning here. It's now 16-17 in favor of the Hellborn. They've got a 3,800 experience advantage, but they're still down in gold. But really not looking too terribly great for the Legion side here anymore. They've started to lose all these major fights that they get put into. Now that Bloodhunter's being forced into a team fight instead of a one-on-one situation, he doesn't seem to really be shining through as much as he was earlier. But what do we have? Do we have any interesting item pickups? Andromeda has her Striders, of course. She's got 15 charges on her power supply. She didn't manage to get off that last time, I don't believe. Striders also on Behemoth with Blood Chalice. Gladiator has his power supply fully charged, and Helm of the Black Legion, he's picked up Bastard Sword, so is he going to go ahead and go for Runed Axe, would be my guess on that?
Let's see. Yeah. Well, no, he could be going Shroud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that was a thing that they did on Kunkka and Dota, wasn't it? They got the Shroud on there.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I know on here to go Legion and then Action.
Yeah, and Polywog Priest getting caught out there in the middle. He threw his ultimate down to try and save himself, but yeah, a lot of action going on.
That did nothing.
Wow, and how did that work? Sandwraith just managed to get back up there out of harm's way, and Sandwraith going to get taken down by Bloodhunter here. No, actually. Who ended up getting that? Behemoth got that. That was
He
nice of
needed
him.
it.
Yeah, he needed it, I'm sure. He's tired of walking around with those striders. He wants to go ahead and upgrade. But he's got that